Hi, welcome to Off the Ranch. I don't want to get you guys too excited, but whoa, we got something in the back of the truck. Whew. Is it hot out here? I'm starting to sweat. Oh man, that is a beautiful 12 valve Cummins, 5.9 liter 12 valve Cummins that I just picked up at Holden Bros Diesel. They did a fantastic job. I know you're like, quit pointing this at your face. We want to see the engine. I will show you more of this engine in a minute. We're heading to Muscle Ride right now. Brandon has not seen this engine all put together yet. So we're going. For those who for some reason don't know what we're doing with that thing, I'm putting that first gen Cummins diesel engine in an old Barracuda. That's right. Muscle Ride. We're there. Yo, dude.
What's up, man?
You ready?
Yeah. Oh, so beautiful.
Possibly the prettiest 12 valve you've ever seen.
That is the most amazing thing ever.
Look how good she looks. Oh man, it's just so nice. So these are just placeholders. We have billet valve covers coming in. So those are obviously the only ugly thing on this engine right now. Those will go away.
This is just a fuel pump. This is not an engine.
That's what's hard to believe.
And there's a camshaft in there. You could put this in that motorcycle over there and probably have more power.
I don't really understand why P-pumps are so giant, but I like it.
God, that's amazing. Look at these plugs too.
Yep. So those things screw in, those freeze plugs, so that they...
$1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 probably. It looks like it.
Totally, that's totally what I paid for them. Yep. Now we just need that beautiful exhaust manifold to go right here, and then a big turbo here and a bigger turbo here. You ready for this?
Can I have one or no?
I'll let you sit in it, but you can't drive.
Oh my God.
Look at that beautiful billet transmission. Dude, are they all that deep?
No, I was gonna say that's about 1.5 feet deep.
Yeah, I just noticed how deep. I loaded this thing in the back of my truck and I didn't even look at it. I was trying to hurry.
Tranny pans are like this tall.
Tranny, what trannies are that? What?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
Never mind. Anyway, that is an automatic transmission, but we're going to have a full manual valve body, so we'll be able to shift it just like a manual, but there'll be no clutch pedal because I wanted to do some stuff.
I wonder if this transmission identifies as a 6-speed standard.
I don't know, but just don't assume what it is.
Yeah, don't ever do that.
We're gonna get in trouble. Let's get this engine out. Had this one little bitty strap holding the engine in, but I slapped it and said it ain't going nowhere, so it stayed. It's not trying to flip over or anything.
Luckily, this thing has a 700-pound rating.
Yeah, that's a big engine on that little bitty thing. Yeah, I go down. It just collapses into my tailgate. It's fine. Woo! That's a big one. Look at this tiny little Hemi over here. So pretty. Look at the 12 valve. My dad had never been here, so my dad is here. Brandon showed me around the shop now. My dad is a car guy. That's why I am a car guy. My dad has a 68 Camaro just like that, but it's in a million pieces because I broke it back when I was in high school. Brandon wide-bodied it. There's also a few little details, like they didn't actually have this little lip here. The untrained eye would not notice. This thing's had a lot of work. Hood's different, side skirt's different. It's a wide body, so it's like 3 inches wider on each side than a normal one is. Engine is way different. These wheels and brakes though, completely factory. That's stock. He wanted to keep the stock look there. This isn't my door.
No.
This is a Challenger door, huh?
Challenger door, yeah. This one's off.
We're just looking at this color. Mine is gonna be darker and more gold. You can kind of see when I get in the light, there's gold. And obviously this is not like polished and everything. Mine'll be shiny.
It doesn't have a name.
Let's name it.
Okay.
Demolition Ranch Green.
Yeah, sounds great.
Brandon's just talking to my dad. We're not actually looking at my car at all.
Eventually your car will come around. We're at the important stuff.
This is what happens when I think he's working on my car. He's probably just chatting with people.
There's a lot
old guys walking the shop.
Hey, the people come in here because of you. I love the people that come here. They're all amazing.
I heard you talk smack about him a second ago.
No, absolutely not.
Last time we were here, you had one front fender done. Y'all were working on the second. I see now it's on the car. Tell me more. Also, there wasn't a grill in
and
it.
there wasn't a grill too. This actually just came in like 2 days ago. So
Brandon made this out of plastic. He knows how to do that too. Injection molded it, made a cast.
yeah, the materials came in a couple days ago is what I was saying.
Yeah, and then you put it all together.
I had to put it together.
Yep, totally didn't buy it like that.
That's great, yeah.
That's a stock grill.
It's a what?
It's a stock grill.
No, I made it.
I mean, it's a stock one that he made.
Yes. Okay.
For those who don't know, this fender is not normally this long. We lengthen it because that engine is very long.
And this is how much.
And it's taller, and yeah, we lengthen it that much, basically.
So, fender's done. Then, had
Beautiful.
Tony come in here and make a core support. So,
Oh yeah.
last time I think we were talking about a core support. We need this to hold the fender up.
All there.
Yeah,
Freaking cool.
all this piece. And then this will end up sitting on the body mounts.
Yep. You worried about room here? This one's coming out.
This is coming out, and
Okay.
your radiator is going to
Radiator and fans and AC.
And we're going to go with electric fans, not a factory fan, because a factory fan bolts onto here, which means it will sit up maybe about that tall.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't work.
Yeah. So the other thing that goes to this is the roll cage will come out and connect to that. And
I don't know if I've told y'all we're having a roll cage. This thing will have a roll cage because it's so tall and there's gonna be so much weight because it now has a truck engine and a truck frame and way bigger than normal sized truck tires. So if anything ever did happen and I rolled it, it only was made for like car parts and it would just squish. So we'll have a big roll cage.
I'm pretty sure the bottom half of this thing weighs more than top half by like
Yeah,
potential.
yeah.
So we did that. Tony got that done. Still haven't cut this. I don't know why. It's just so easy to do, but I'm busy doing things. And this still has to be cut and moved out like we're talking about, and
Yep.
then I'm gonna start on the front bumper. Another thing about the front too. So we got radiator, condenser, because this will have AC. You have to have AC.
Yep.
So
Agreed. It's
condenser-
Texas.
Exactly, yeah. The condenser goes in here. This is the room we have for an air cooler here. We can come down to this pocket a little bit, but we don't want to go below this point because we also have a giant 20,000 pound winch. Going right up.
I don't know if we necessarily need 20,000 pounds, but
Well, you got to be able to, pull your 5-ton out when you get stuck in it because I know you.
you're right. 40,000 pound winch.
Oh, that's even better.
Put like a dozer winch on there.
Exactly.
Let's do it.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. And then that's going to go up in this little cage here.
The winch?
Yeah,
What?
it has to. It's going to be weird. Just hear me out.
All right.
It's going to sound. All right. So you might not like it, but we'll do it.
I don't know about this. I don't know about this guy. He's
Just let me know what you think.
go on. Okay.
So this is exactly what we're gonna do. So the winch sits up in this pocket,
Yeah.
and then a hole is here, and then the rollers. right?
Okay.
So everything, the hooks, everything's out here already.
Okay. Yep.
Then you have a connector right here on the side
Plug into.
that
Okay.
you can plug into, and it's all done.
So will there be also rollers in the front bumper? Because we're gonna have a big like big bumper up
This
there.
is under the bumper.
Okay. So if there's a roller here though, this frame won't be here, I guess. Well,
No, this won't.
Okay.
This is really complicated because the bumper on the CUDA sits here,
Yeah.
right? And CUDA bumper's only about this big, about in that shape.
Our bumper's gonna be much bigger.
Well, it's gonna be like quarter inch.
I gotta ram things.
I know. We're gonna put a big bull nose on this thing. Is that what you call them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna be here, and then it's gonna drop down a little bit,
Ah.
and then come back up. Now the valence panel, remember, you still need a valence panel. Like
Yeah.
it's on the bottom.
Agreed.
On a 71 CUDA, luckily, they actually roll out. So it's perfect for all the framing we have here. So it's gonna come around, roll out, not this far, I'm just doing this, and then roll back in and up. Now, you should probably put a picture of the CUDA up, just the front so they know. Anyways,
Here's a picture of a CUDA front.
so I was gonna do that, and then in that grill section is where that hook will come out. And that grill section is also air for the intercooler.
Yep.
So it's crazy. Actually, that's not what we're gonna do. That bumper's just way too big.
It's a big bull nose.
And we are gonna do cab lights on this too.
Yeah, we have to do cab
It's
lights.
a tool.
I said that in a video and people were like, don't put cab lights. I don't want your negativity up in here, okay? This thing's getting cab lights. I don't care what you think.
If you don't run cab lights, you can't run dually fender lights.
That's true.
That's not right.
Yeah, and you can't have a dually without cab lights. That would be unsafe and irresponsible. And we are very
Absolutely.
responsible.
Absolutely we are. And if you can't have dually lights, might as well take the fenders off and run 4 tires.
Yeah, you might as well just have 4 tires like a loser and 2-wheel drive like a loser and put a 6-cylinder in here. Well, this is a 6-cylinder. Put a 6-cylinder gas engine in this thing. Hold on, Dad, we're not there yet. Don't touch yet.
I was gonna say we probably shouldn't say anything about 4 wheels because he's driving a 4. He's the only one with.
Oh yeah, Dad does have a non-dually diesel. Weak. You can drive this one, Dad, on the weekends.
Hey, you're gonna drive this, right?
He's building it for my birthday.
Oh man, what a good guy.
Yeah, I am a good guy.
He's that kind of son.
Not that good. I wanted to show you this core support. Brandon noticed this. Tony, another guy who works here, he made this core support, and we don't know if Tony did this on purpose because he's super creative, or if we just realized later. This core support, if you notice, this piece here, and then kind of flares out, and then over here, this piece here, kind of looks like wings of our eagle up there on the wall. So you can see our eagle kind of has that same angle to the top of its wing, the outside of its wings, like right there. Kind of looks just like that on the core support. Tony, did you do that on purpose or was that just coincidence? Looks great. We love it though. Next, the most exciting thing besides the engine, possibly more exciting than the engine, are these freaking fenders. They look insane. All right.
You can have the fender, I'll take your motor.
Brandon made dually fender on this side. Still hasn't done the other side because this probably took you forever, right?
I don't want to be the other side. Yeah, it did. It took a while, dude.
Dude, look how good it looks.
I mean, it still needs to.
So there is a regular fender underneath this. So you can see that's just a normal fender, and then he built this one to go on the outside. Like a dually. Has a bigger fender extension to cover up the extra tire down here. And then split it here because the door obviously is here. Dude. Are you proud of yourself or what?
You know, Matt, it is what it is, dude.
Yeah, right, you're proud.
Yeah, I am kind of proud. I love this thing.
Tell me about these things. What do you know?
So what I like about this the most is like you take a shot from back here,
Yep.
it looks like a factory quarter pin.
Yeah, because when you're back here, you can't see the depth.
So what we did on this was take this top body line, like we were on one of your videos, we were showing how that fender of the original dually fender actually matched this line.
Yep.
So taking this side line right here and
The hips.
bringing it down and making it follow that CUDA line that it's got.
So good.
And this line actually stops. This curve stops in the door, like right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then kept this one here.
So the CUDA, you can see it over here. So CUDAs have a little crease right there. You can see this is the not done one. And so in our dually fender where it's extended out, he also made that crease. So it follows that kind of natural CUDA body line. We've got that crease out here as well, which will be smoothed out.
Once we're done with all the dolly work on this, hammer and dolly and all that crap, we're gonna end up going and putting a coat of polyester primer on here.
Yep.
So what that does, once you put that one coat on here, you can sand it down and this thing's smooth as glass. You don't have to use any fillers or anything like that on it.
Really?
So the only part you might use fillers on is if there's something, you know, like a weld that could be ground down that is too deep and you can't get to it.
Yeah. Yeah, because how many pieces of metal was this? 4 or 5?
So you got.
This looks like one big piece of metal, but it's because it's put together so well.
This was all one piece and then I cut it. This was all one piece and that was.
Yeah.
And then you got a top section also. But the hardest part about this whole thing that I found was that lip.
How do you do that? Because you got to curve it out and under while it's going around.
So, God, I don't want to think about it. But,
hey, you only have to do one more. It's fine.
Yeah, not a big deal. After I was done making all this metal was about right here. So I have a lot of excess metal.
Really?
Then you find out where you want this lip to start. The front's got one too. So you got to put one on the back. And then cut right at that line. And then take a piece of metal, bend it in half, and then start shrinking and stretching it until it goes into that shape.
And then you welded that on?
And then you weld it.
Ah, I didn't realize that. I thought this was off this metal. So this is another piece.
You can make it in one, like, you take this piece of metal here, take it off, and you can dolly all that out.
Yeah.
But putting the corner, the brake in it is really, really hard.
I bet.
And have it come out straight is almost impossible. But you want this piece. This is very important because the plastic is going to go in here, a plastic shield, and then you'll have thumb what do you call those things?
Yeah, those little pins.
Little pins.
Where those tabs are, I
Yeah,
don't know
like
what they are.
Christmas tree looking things. Those are gonna go in here all the way around like a factory truck would have. And in this side. So it covers all that up, and then everything on the inside gets undercoated with the black, and you're good to go.
So good.
Then our dually lights will actually be, our fender lights, will probably be somewhere really small but long LEDs. Probably one here and one back here somewhere. The door handle and everything worked out great though. I mean,
It really does look good. So
the CUDA handle.
this, obviously, this is, what year is this CUDA handle?
This is for 70 through 74.
Okay, cool. So this handle, stock on these cars, but normally is on this level. It's on the actual door. Brandon has it bumped out here, and so it's not actually hooked up to anything right now, but I have to extend those controls. But then the latch is gonna be in the same spot. So the latch is right here. We just bumped out that door a little bit wider.
Yeah, latch is in the same spot. The striker's in the same spot. Nothing in here changed at all.
Yep.
It's all factory.
But that is all what's added on.
This thing actually unbolts. All of this does.
Yeah, this one too.
So you can take all of it off. So if we have any problems, that's the reason why I didn't weld it on, guys.
Or a lot of people asking?
Yes. Why don't you just weld it on? You know, true wide body. I'm like, Matt owns it. We have to be able to unbolt this
You
stuff.
think I'm gonna mess it up?
Yes.
If someone else hits me in a parking lot, maybe. I wouldn't do anything. It could be someone else's fault.
Yeah, like someone steals one of your trucks and rams it into this. If anything happens, all we got to do is take it off.
Yeah, you just made this seem like it's super easy. All we gotta do is take it off, dolly her out, and it's good.
Here's what we're gonna do then. We're gonna have these popped out of carbon fiber. So if anybody wants one,
That,
$349.99.
yeah, that sounds expensive.
Yeah, actually. Well, no, making them wouldn't be expensive.
Carbon fiber?
Yeah,
Okay, you gonna do it?
we can do carbon fiber parts on anything.
Well, I actually want the whole body out of carbon fiber then.
I just noticed.
Because I was gonna probably jump this thing like 30 feet high, and then if it was lighter, it'd fly higher.
I will personally make you another set just in case.
If I full send it,
Yes,
I'm probably not gonna do that.
I want to be in it.
I'm probably out. Probably out. Unless Wisdom Diesel makes wings, like he's trying, and we'll do that.
I will full send it for you.
All right, deal. For people who maybe you don't know what these cars look like, I'm gonna show you the difference. So right here, you can see that little hump. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, but you can see those hips on the side that we have made the dually fender. Now we'll go to this side, and you can see the difference. Oh, weak. So that's the difference. Skinny hip, thick hip. Skips leg day, thick leg day. I helped.
Yeah, you're gonna dolly that out now. By the way, I have to have you make something in the next video.
Okay, I'm in. What are we making? I'll just make that other fender in the back, the dually fender.
You want to go ahead and do that?
Yeah, I mean, probably look good.
You know what? I mean, you made that firewall, so you'll be able to do that easily.
It's true, yeah, Dad, you notice how nice these look over here? That firewall was all me, 100% me.
100 and...
You know, unfortunately, I saw that video.
Yep. Bummer.
Why did you say unfortunate?
Some of it was me. Okay, what else? What do we got coming up? We got other dually fender. I don't know if you forgot that part, but you're gonna have to do that again. That'll be 2 of those is
That's
what we need.
You're gonna help me on.
Yeah, because you know, like, not thick.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what we'll do. You're gonna help me make the other dually fender. Just because you need to learn.
I'm probably gonna have diarrhea.
Oh, tired.
I won't be able to come.
Well,
Sorry.
we got plenty of toilet paper, so it's all good. We're gonna do that, and we got the hood we gotta make still.
Yeah,
Would you want to get involved in that?
sure. I'm in.
Yeah, that's really fun, actually. It's not bad.
I'm in.
We cut the skin off of it.
I love skinning things.
Yes, me too. I'm gonna throw all that away, and then we'll make an entire brand new skin out of flat sheets of metal. Not this, but it's kind of like this.
Yeah, let's do this armored one right here. That'd be good.
You can help me do that. That'd be a really good project. But we also got to lengthen out the hood too. The hood needs to be about 4 inches longer.
Yep.
This piece is kind of all done already. Then we got the bumpers, which will go pretty quick because we have the plasma cut all that. You want to do plasma cutting?
Heck yeah.
We're pretty much done except for we got a roll bar to put in here.
Pretty much done with metal work. So with like body. Like there's still a lot of stuff to do.
No, it's a couple things. So, but we'll do that. We have a panel. We have, I don't know if we're going to do panels or not. That's up to you. For the inside of the wheel well.
Just like clean everything up.
Well, here's the deal. Do you want to see all this or no?
Not really.
Okay, so then we got to make a panel that goes in there and covers that with some beads.
Yeah, I mean, I love looking at all that, but I think it would look a lot cleaner without it.
The problem though is that there's a big giant turbo going right here, and
That's not a problem.
well, no, it's not a problem, but we're gonna have to curve this panel like,
It'll have to bend around the turbo.
dude. We're gonna have to literally just get a bowl and weld that bowl onto that panel.
Perfect. We also talked about lights. We're gonna have all LED lights, so all these old lights gone. We're gonna have LEDs on every single light in the car.
It's gonna be
Sweet. I want to make a logo. So these had big chrome, which ours, I guess, will probably not be chrome. Well, it has to be chrome, because that'll be a black tail pan.
black chrome.
Oh yeah, black chrome. But then you won't be able to see it on the black tail pan.
It's still shiny.
Okay.
I'll show you what black chrome looks like in a minute.
We need to make a freaking like 3D emblem that has a big Cummins C, so C with says Cummins on it like that, and then CUDA in the CUDA font. So these always said CUDA back here in lowercase letters, right? I think they were lowercase. Yeah.
That's a good question.
I think they were lowercase, so that was like a lowercase D there. And then I want to put a big Cummins logo C right there. But I want to get it all like nicely made, and I don't know how to make a custom emblem like that. So, if anyone knows, hit me up. I have another poll the audience question. So we just stuck a trunk lid on here, and it looks boring. Just kind of ends, looks kind of lame. I feel like it needs a little spoiler. So I have two options to show you. Brandon has two CUDA spoilers. We're gonna throw them up there so we can kind of get an idea what they look like. I like that. That really made it look way different.
And we can also extend it so it comes out to like,
Yeah, I think that would be better. Oh yeah,
out to the end
dude, I'm feeling that.
instead of factory where it goes. 'Cause
Yes.
It just looks too small right now. Especially
Yeah, it does.
with the glue fender on.
Dude, it looks a million times better than without it.
Where it flows off,
Yep,
right where it flows off to that.
perfect. All right, let's try the other one. It's similar.
Now this other one is it gonna drop in the hole there?
With a little persuasion.
You need me to get the hammer?
Let's see, let's go. Oh, it's hidden. Okay.
So you need the hammer?
No, it's not gonna, it's gonna, it's sitting in a hole right
All right, I'll get the hammer.
That one's not bad at all.
It's not.
And you have to realize it's still an inch and a
Gonna
half
sit
high.
lower, yeah.
It is, but we could make it that high too.
I think I like how that one bends down so much.
I do too. Yeah, what I don't like about this one is how it kicks back.
Yeah. Yeah, that little lip that comes backwards. But yeah, both of those look better than nothing.
You know what? I think that's what's funny is that Challenger up there on the lip.
Yeah, it has one.
How's this one?
Oh, that one? Yeah.
Yeah.
So then there's another one that Challengers had that was just like a little ramp spoiler. Just kind of kicks up at the end. Just like a classic little ramp spoiler like old SS Camaros had.
I have one of those.
There is an example of that ramp spoiler that I was talking about. So that's on the AAR CUDA. I like that a lot too. Let us know, guys. We need your help. Yeah, this is my vote. I love it. I love it. We're gonna go get some turbos now. And also, if you want one of these shirts, they are linked to the description below. Texas was trying to regulate our air conditioning. Good luck. We are now here at Smedding Performance. I'm here with Mac, David, Jacob's over there talking to Brandon. What do you guys do here?
So we do turbochargers primarily for the diesel applications, anything from like the early Dodges all the way up to the modern day Fords.
So y'all do like stock turbos and crazy big ones?
Yeah, so we can do anything from like a stock tow rig all the way up to your 1800 horsepower drag truck.
Sweet.
And so you're asking kind of what we do primarily. So we do turbocharger kits for all the big three diesel companies. So Power Stroke, Duramax, Cummins. So kind of start with the Cummins stuff. These are our big S400 kits. 2013 and up trucks here. 2003 and up trucks here. Then you have like our third gen kits that bolt into the 6.7 Cummins from 07 and to 18. And that is our S300 kit, bolts right in. Pretty badass setup, $1,385. Nice, easy startup. Then you got our Ford stuff. So this is actually something we custom built
Wow.
and designed ourselves. We're actually the only person on the market that offers this setup here. And it's got the dual
crazy.
inlets for the 6.7 Fords. It's pretty cool that we casted. And that's one of our older designs there. Then we got the 6.0 stuff, the Duramax stuff, all direct bolt-in stuff. So you really tell me what you want and go from there.
So that would direct bolt in to that.
What year is that one?
21.
21, yeah. It'll both, haven't done one on 21 yet. We've done up to a 19.
I feel like I might need one though.
We can do it. We can do it. We
Like-
can make it work. Along with the turbochargers, we do have some intercoolers. So we got the 03 intercoolers, 6.4 intercoolers, and the 2013 and up Dodge intercoolers.
Do you don't custom make these, or do you?
So these are all manufactured for us, by us, in our own factory.
Gotcha. We are gonna need an intercooler eventually.
So that's what I was talking to him about. We could actually look at something smaller, I think. I
Yeah.
don't know how much space y'all are gonna have.
We're not gonna have a lot of space.
That unit right there is gonna be what you want.
Yeah.
Those will do well over 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be compact, easy to fit behind a grill or a hood somewhere.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get a little further along and try to figure out how much space we actually have
How
for
much
that.
space you have. You might need
Exactly.
something really small that
Yeah.
I might be able to do for you.
Yeah.
But we'll find out.
Cool. So this wheel is what you measure when you say the first number there. So-
Initially, yes. The
Okay.
first number we're referencing is 64 millimeters. We could go bigger, smaller. We talked to a couple of the guys and we decided that's what's gonna be the best.
Do you know what, so we're doing a compound turbo, so 2 turbos on this setup. Do you know what a stock 12 valve Cummins size is? I actually don't know. You might know.
Off the top of my head.
It's a 5460.
So they have a 54 millimeter single turbo on a stock 12 valve. We're gonna go 60, what'd you say?
64.
64,
64.5 actually.
64.5, and then an 80.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Whew.
80 underneath it. The 80 is big. It looks like the world's biggest hairdryer.
Well, we don't have to imagine that. We can see it in this video. You guys may remember this place because this is where we got the Broncos engine built. Jacob built it right there. We dynoed it right in here in the dyno room. So they also do turbos and engine builds. They got everything. Go ahead.
So this is all casted here, and then we go ahead and machine them out. Whatever.
So this was a big block of aluminum.
Yeah. Yeah, well, so these are actually raw pieces of aluminum that are then forged,
Gotcha.
casted, and then from there we machine them to their final finish here to go on whatever vehicle. So this one's not finished, only the first process is done here.
Yep.
David over here is knocking out the compressor covers today. So,
Good job, David.
So another one we got here is our exhaust housing machine, which this one's closed right now. This one does the exhaust housing. So again, they'll show up with like arbitrary flanging on them.
And so that's cast iron, right?
Yes, that's cast iron.
Okay.
Correct. That's high ductile cast iron, and those are the housings that harness your exhaust gas and spin the turbine wheel.
Yep.
And we machine with different flanges, different contours, just depending on what you need for the truck. These are all on Haas machines, which are American made, and then the other one over there is Doosan, which is, I think, Japanese, something like that.
Japanese.
I need some bigger muscles to fish this out.
Yeah, that'd be good. Dang, look at that.
This is gonna be our 64 millimeters.
That's my little one.
This is gonna be the little one.
That's the little baby turbo. Look how cute it is.
She's all bagged up. We'll get her out. It's gonna be Technique.
Ah, nice work. Oh
That's gonna be the
my
big
god.
S400.
Is that gonna fit under there?
No, man. We're gonna squeeze them in.
Oh my gosh.
One way or another, they're getting in there.
That looks enormous.
Matt, we're gonna have to do away with your passenger wheel.
Yeah. Gee, what does this thing weigh, do you know?
Right at 50 pounds.
50 pounds.
It's right at 50 pounds.
Get a size comparison.
Oh my, it's bigger than your head, like
Dude,
way
this-
bigger.
Look,
So this small one alone will do about 650 horsepower.
Yep.
As is. This one as a single right here will do about 12 to 1300 depending on the application.
Jeez.
In combination and a compound setup, like you were talking about, you said you want 1,000.
What is the reason for doing compound turbos over one big turbo, for those who don't know?
A compound turbo setup's kind of neat because you can go from the quick spool up from a small turbocharger,
Yep.
and then the wastegate will dump off the little turbo and get the big one going real well. And you'll get the airflow, the big charger also. So this charger is going to literally shove air, it's gonna suck air through here,
Right?
shove it up and around into this unit here, and then it's gonna push out straight to your intercooler system and from the truck.
So for those who don't know, turbos, the main downside to a turbocharger is lag.
Exactly.
And the bigger the turbo, the more power you can push, sort of, but the more lag it'll have.
Exactly. So too big on too small of an engine doesn't do you any good. Same as too small, you know. So you want to find a nice match and then make up for it with a really big one.
Jeez,
Make
yeah.
up for the top end.
This is crazy. We could do great on just this turbo, probably.
Yeah, oh yeah, we could do. When you guys were first talking, I was like, let's just do this. 600 horsepower, you're gonna be happy. Well, y'all are a little bit.
We
of
would
an-
not be happy with
Y'all
that.
are some instigators around here. So I was like, all right, we can go a little bigger. And we decided to go with an 80 over the big S364.
So could you run an 80 on like a single 80 on that engine?
Yes, you could. So the way y'all have that motor built, it would do it, but it would just be like, okay, 0 power, 0 power, 0 power, 3,200 RPM. All right, we made
Gotcha.
45 pounds of boost. Tires blew off, and that
So it would take a long time to spool, and then when it spooled, it'd be crazy.
yeah, it'd be crazy, but it would literally only have about 1,000 usable RPM, and you really only have about 4,000 RPM out of the motor.
So this just gives you a much broader range of power.
Exactly. This one's we're hoping to come on your application around 1,600, 1,700 RPM.
Yep.
And pull 1,000 horsepower all the way through to about 4,000 RPM.
Crazy.
Depending on what your motor's set up for.
That's the point of the compound. So you have low RPM power and high RPM
Think
power.
of this, so like your torque curve, right? This is going to be really good for the lower end of that torque curve.
Yep.
And then this is going to take over on the high end.
Right.
So you get a nice broad table-like torque curve.
That is pretty neat.
And this one's got an external wastegate on it. You can do compounds with 2 non-wastegated turbochargers if you wanted. You can do it with wastegated chargers. It just depends on how big you're going. You could also do 2 little S300s over each other if you wanted.
Interesting.
1,000 horsepower applications, 300, 400s, tried and true, very reliable, very powerful.
And some turbo systems, they're not running one into the other. They're not like compound. Do they do that on diesels ever?
Yeah, so they do twins.
Okay.
So on big industrial, like agricultural motors, that's common. On over-the-road vehicles, no one really does twins, at least not in modern day. You could do it though. I've seen them at some of the shuck events like SEMA and stuff like that. I've seen guys get creative and make custom manifolds with true twins. You have 3 cylinders feeding one, 3 feeding the other, or in Duramaxes, 1 on each side of the truck.
Can we put a bigger turbo, a third bigger turbo, like a third one on there?
Yes, you can do triples. Yes, you can. I've actually done triples for a couple customers.
Really?
It resulted in a few windowed blocks.
Yeah, I can
and
see
Holden
that.
motors is being needed,
Yeah.
but we did
Not advised on a start. Let's just go with 2 for now.
2 for now will be more than enough to possibly tear something up.
Where do we put the nitrous in?
Probably post these 2 turbochargers. You can put it right after the intercool, or right before or right after the intercool, depending on where you want to do it. Put it before the intercool.
Perfect.
Crack it right in the inlet. Or if you want to just say screw it, when you're doing a burnout, I'll run up and just crack the bottle right in the mouth.
Right, yeah, let's
and
do
we'll
it.
just see what comes out the bottom end.
I'm in. See who can catch the first part.
I'll catch the oil pan. Take it with me.
They'll be like hot potato, just everyone bring gloves.
So I got a question for you. Why is there no wastegate on this one?
So I could do this one non-wastegated if we wanted, but this is a huge housing. This is a 1.32 exhaust housing. It's massive.
It's giant.
It's designed to inhale a lot of air. So a 5.9 at 5,000 RPM is really never gonna exceed the drive pressure needed for that. One of the things you look at when building compounds is drive pressure. And I don't want to bore y'all to too much technical stuff, but drive pressure is the exhaust gas that's inside the exhaust manifold, turbocharger, and then you can go from that turbocharger to the second one. And too high of drive pressure can cause premature failure of engine parts, turbochargers, cylinder pressure issues, so on. So you kind of want to find a fine line with that. This one gets the air in and out quickly. This one's also going to do that. This is a 14 centimeter housing. It's got dual wastegates, Inconel wheel. It's going to move air pretty quick.
Sweet. What is this plate for here?
So that's the wastegate door. So if actually you wanted to, you can open it up.
Oh, gotcha. We're going to show you how the wastegate works. So we're replicating what Boost would do
pressure
here.
will be coming through. And so let's say we get to 40 PSI and we're ready for that gate to open. Boom, gate come open. Gate closed.
Nice. How do you know that these turbos are good to go and they're ready to handle whatever we throw at them?
So first thing we do with all of our chargers is after they're assembled, they're gonna go ahead and be balanced. So Brian over here is gonna kind of give you a quick rundown of how that works.
All right, let's see it. What's up, Brian?
What's going on, guys?
So we then put them in our VSR balancer and the machine's gonna go ahead and spin it up. Unfortunately, you can't see anything.
Yeah, it's all covered. So that's just spinning a turbine wheel in there or something?
Yeah, so air's gonna come into this little exhaust housing. It looks kind of like this.
Yep.
And it spins the charger up.
Gotcha.
And in this case, we achieved 67,000 RPM. So we spun it up to about 67,000 RPM and it read out good. We have limitations here. If it exceeds those limitations, it's no good. This one is well below the limitations. Yeah. We get ours probably the most dialed in anyone else in the market at the moment.
Yeah.
So we're pretty proud of that.
So is it opening up now? Can we see it? Oh, so it's got a little shield over it so it didn't explode, I guess, huh?
Yeah, so if it decided it didn't want to work, it doesn't take out your feet, face, or teeth. The moneymaker, you know?
So that's the piece that he's spinning right there.
Look
at this big old piece of aluminum here. Look at that. It's like a 2x4, but it's made out of aluminum.
We're gonna kind of give you a quick little tutorial on how we do like the bigger covers, the big S400s with the V-bands in the back.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool. Show up. Set it in the cover. Got a face to set off to.
Yeah.
And press the jaws.
So it's clamped in there?
It's clamping, and it's clamped.
Ah, oh wow.
Lock, give it a quick check. Make sure they're all seated. They're all seated.
Yep.
All clear. Close the doors. And hit start. So what's cool about streamlining the process is each machine has kind of got a dedicated program and process.
Yep.
So we can, let's say someone calls us, hey, I need this right now. We can do our best to get it out that same day. So it's going to begin cutting here in a couple seconds. It's going to do some preliminary passes to confirm it's not got weird
messing anything up, yeah.
And then you'll start hearing, and it'll start cutting.
Give you $5 to get in there.
Oh, I'm down.
So David, how do we find you?
So the best way to find us would either be at the shows we go to, Instagram, Facebook, and then our website, obviously. The website sells everything we have. So you can go there, you can see the pricing, availability.
And what is that website?
Smedingdiesel.com.
Cool.
SMEDING Diesel.
Cool. I will put that in the description below as well. And you pretty much said all what you do. I mean, how would you sum it up? What kind of customer are you looking for?
So the primary thing we're looking for is we can service our customer as fast as physically possible. So if someone orders something, I try to have it ship out that same day, if not following day. Everything we do is handmade here, as you can see. Looking for reliability and cost and performance.
And they are doing these 2 turbos for this CUDA project for free because they're excited about it. And I wanted to be over here and come to these guys because Jacob built that motor for the Bronco. Like, they're a local business and they're in my hometown. And so pumped to get them on the channel again. And
There is a catch-22.
okay, yeah, he did tell me I have to do something.
You owe me a burnout.
Okay.
I don't care what vehicle it is, it's just gotta run, and you gotta be a big burnout down the side of the building.
I will do it in a dually Barracuda
That works.
once it's done.
That works.
We'll be back. I'll go around town doing burnouts everywhere.
In-house.
I'm gonna do it right here.
Right here.
That's fine.
I actually have I've got a bad reputation of burnouts going out of buildings and hitting doors though.
Okay,
So
don't do that here.
yeah.
You can't hit
Don't
doors.
hit
I,
the fender.
I did that in the El Camino. Yeah, I would for sure just hit one of your dually fenders.
Crush anything you want. Just not the fender.
Hey, you have to make one more of those fenders. Well, I appreciate you letting us come in here. We get to take those now?
Yeah, you can load them up.
All right, soon you guys will get an episode with us putting turbos in the engine bay. I guess we gotta put the engine in the engine bay first. A lot of stuff coming up. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Off the Ranch. I love you, and I'll see you next time.
Hey, what camera is that? Number...
Shut up! Don't tell Mayor.